I'm NichBoy. Welcome to a pocket live stream. How's everybody doing? Hello. I see your malevolent elephants. I see your Chimeras 42s, your Melbs, your Makudoos, your Panda Kebabs, your Hatter Queens, Kim Jong-un, Commander Red Junks, ZS, Lawcat, Allison Lee, Bind Briskin. Hi! Whoa, okay, all of those went by very fast. Michael Vol. Sonia, Anna Barnett, Anna Barrett, Toad 3, Beth, Bailey, Sweetie Apple. Oh no, Sweet Apple. Is it Sweet Apple or Sweetie Apple? It's Sweet Apple. Consider Sweetie Apple. Now, how's everybody doing? Today, we're taking a little break from Zero Time Dilemma. Fear not, all of you who were saying in the beginning that they want Zero Time Dilemma. We'll be back with that next week. We're just taking a little break. Little amuse-bouche of a game. In between sessions, because we can't handle all those twists at once. But we will return and continue those twists. Changing name ASAP. Good work, Sweetie Apple. So this is the police. Is actually, I mean, this is another heavy choice-based game. This is not out yet. This is pre-release, so that's why we thought this could be a cool little thing to do. This comes out on the 28th. It's a indie. You basically play as a police officer, the head of the police department, I think, and you need to decide what crimes to investigate, how to run your department, how to police the city. All the time there's all these new conditions coming in, like the news affects like how your department's run and all that sort of thing. So it's kind of like a, yeah, it is a Kickstarter game, Bind Briskin. So it's a little, yeah, it's just something a little different, but there still should be some pretty heavy decisions that we can make as a group together, which means that it's probably a good streaming one, and it's not out yet, so this is a good little preview, good little taste test before we get back to eating people's hearts and fun yellow doors and what's some other bullshit that's happened in that game. What else happened in Zero Time Dilemma, John?
Don't care.
John says don't care, but he's totally lying. Okay. Oh no, the news affects how it operates, how many. Not the real news. The news in the game, but yes. Kind of like Papers, Please. Yeah, a little Papers, Please-esque. I've had a very good day. I'm just currently enjoying the shit show that is the Republican National Convention. So that's a lot of fun. I'm going to turn up some of the audio here, which I turned down before. Put some music in here. Turn the sound effects down a little bit. Cutscenes. Maybe down to there. Maybe a little more for the music. Let's see how these graphics are. Oh yeah. Textures? Ultra, please. Yeah, I like the difference. Okay. For a second I was like, there is a difference. There's no game. Let's jump in. Are you playing Australian Cops or American Cops? American Cops. Look at that blue hat. Let's do it. Day 1. July 15. Got ourselves some papers. The Freeburg Tribune says City Hall confirms rumours of Jack Boyd's resignation. The Golden Bird, Mayor Rogers, sex maniac? The Fact, Freeburg's #1 paper. Mark War to be shown in Freeburg the day before worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. So Mark War is a film? Oh yeah. What a cutscene.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would flow away.
It's probably a good point. Can you guys hear that?
I still think it's right. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution.
The guy who does this voice is the guy who does Duke Nukem.
Is it real?
Mm-hmm. More game sound. Can I pause this? You'll just have to read this until we can get to a menu. Just read. You can read. You can read, right? Right? It's a pretty big bald spot.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I couldn't do my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell.
I'll give you more sound as soon as I can get to an options.
Blame everyone else. Though I can't assure you like that. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is,
There's a lot of self-analysis here by old Baldy. If you're not drinking coffee and eating donuts while you do this, is it really authentic? That's a very good point. I'm drinking a tea, so I'm like a British cop, a copper.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons.
Wow, this guy's dark. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons, but what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes as tight as I can, the best solution remains the same. Play blind. I heard the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash. Right, so is he insane? Are we playing an insane person? There's John typing in the background, by the way. Good morning! Here we go. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Right, okay, so I'm playing the guy who... Why is everything on 60? We'll put everything max volume. How's that? How's that feeling for you? Can you hear those clicking? You can hear that clicking. Resume. Okay, yesterday the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Surprise, the mayor discussed it with me. I've been expecting this bullshit from the mayor. What's the difference? Ooh, I've been expecting this bullshit from the mayor. Let's just do it at the press conference. We don't care anymore. Look, and that guy at the front, he's not even going to take a picture. This one, he doesn't care about anything. Let's see if we can get him excited. I reckon bullshit. Oh, and the press go nuts. Everyone's like, bullshit, say bullshit, do it, bullshit. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially, oh, blah, blah. Mayor Rogers is a dishonorable, corrupt politician, and he's been waiting for an opportunity to get rid of me. But he didn't actually say bullshit. That's a shame. This is the internet. You can say whatever you want. Not on Twitter, though. Good news. He doesn't even look at me. Just be sassy the entire game, says Azerode. I think that's probably the plan. Disgruntled cop. Do you already know the name of your successor? It's bullshit. No, I think it's a new man. I think it'll be a department veteran. Who cares? I've done my job and I'm about finished with it. Soon my only interest will be cigars and jazz. I frankly don't care who takes my place. I don't know why I suddenly slipped into like kind of southern, where he doesn't seem very southern. It's not a southern police uniform. He feels like he works in Chicago. Chicago. Chicago! Pete'll be happy because that's an Ace Ventura 2 reference. The greatest film of all time. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Frances Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? Wait, what? After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that... Right, so is your deputy going to take your job? Perhaps. No way. I'd be happy. Who cares? And all that jazz. That's his business, not mine. Ask him yourself. I'll tell you what. I don't know whether or not I like or don't like. Let's straw poll it. Oh, the game just disappears when I click off screen. Let's straw poll it. This is such innocuous. Thoughts? Games that say exactly what you selected. Games that paraphrase the idea of what you selected. So I don't know whether or not I like games that, when you select a voice option, like, you know, this is bullshit. Let's put this in the chat. They go, he doesn't say this is bullshit. He goes on a long sort of like other thing. So you hear an extended version of what they're saying, but they're not saying exactly what you thought they would, because I selected that option because I was like, I want him to be sassy, but he's not as sassy as I want him to be. But then on the other hand, when you see it written out and then you hear someone say it, it's like, well, I just read it. Why did I have to hear you say that again? So I'm just gonna put that in the. You can straw poll that bad boy up. Let's continue. Though Kendrick was acquitted, many believe the police are cooperating with the Mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Oh my god. Although Kendrick was acquitted. Right, so my deputy's been accused, but acquitted, of cooperating with the Mafia. Bullshit! I don't know. If it helps police, no comment. Ooh, no comment implies that he knows something. I don't know is he doesn't know. If it helps police, that's pretty much a ringing endorsement of saying we should cooperate with the Mafia. And then there's bullshit. If it helps the police, let's actually, you know what? We're gonna straw poll this because this feels like this could set up games that say exactly what you selected is what you like. Good for you. Bullshit. Bullshit. There's really only two options here. There's bullshit and there's cooperate. Okay, so this is important. So we're gonna put this in the chat because this is gonna set the tone, guys. 1, 2, 3. This is gonna set the tone for how we play the character the entire time. I will straw poll this. The winner of this is how we will play this game. There is either the two options you have. Bullshit, which is he's like, do you have anything to say about this? I'm not gonna listen to these accusations. He's just gonna be living by his own rules. Or there's if it helps police, which is I will do anything to get the job done. Anything to get the job done? Bullshit. The winner? Streaks ahead with bullshit. Alright, so we're honest people here at Good Game Pocket. Alright. Excuse me, but that's a pile of horseshit. Well, at least he said it. The Mafia and the police working together? Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens. The Mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about asking someone a real question? And all that jazz! Do you think your relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Definitely, definitely not. Possibly. How should I know? Retirement. So relationship, what are we talking? Sexually? We banging the mayor? Either yes or no. What do I reckon? Definitely, definitely not. Possibly. How should I know? Definitely. We're gonna tell it like it is. That's what we are. We're an honest human being. It's definitely the reason. I wonder if every answer we get gets all the cameras clicking, or if it's just these controversial ones. Of course, it's the reason. Personal relations are always the same, no matter what anyone says. Why did I say always the same? Always important. I'm just making up words. Thank you. All right, who said thank you? The journalists? John's involved. John moved. Yeah, you're playing Hearthstone, but you're here for the bullshit. John, ladies and gentlemen.
How's the back today, Mr. Boy?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow.
How's that,
Don't
buddy?
let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
How Nawari. It's a long office. Yeah, the echo would be the speakers. I just turned them down a bit. Because I hadn't actually heard anyone speak. There's the cigar. Now we just need the jazz. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. Da-da-da-da. And all that jazz. Start the car in a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot.
To let anyone
Just
in,
a
there's
noisy
only one
hall
man
where
it
there's a
could
nightly
be.
brawl
Rude,
and all
arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark.
Oh, this
Mayor
guy's pretty
Rogers
white.
enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead.
Because he does, he's white.
It's about the only difference.
Ever seen a black tennis player? Actually, that's a good question.
I was hoping to catch
Are
you
there many?
after the press
Oh, well, I
conference.
guess Venus
You,
and Serena.
You ran away
Right.
so quick.
Yep. You're just making up last names now.
No,
Howard.
There's another one as well. I can't think of
There's
it.
no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, I don't
People
trust
of
this
the
guy.
city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people.
Well, why'd you find me, see?
Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered
Right,
as a
so I'm
hero.
retiring in
That's the
180
only
days.
thing
Okay, cool.
that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
He took my cigar? The chutzpah on this
180
guy.
days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him.
But try not to call him.
Bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends.
Oh,
will
this
use
guy's
it
such a
soon.
butthole. God. Just like working here. Hey! Well,
I'm sorry, babe.
there's your tennis
The
player.
mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Whoa! I love this guy. The first thing he does with the man's like, this is my assistant. Don't call him, he's busy. He's having day sex, and then we call him. Ah, brilliant. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. No, John doesn't care. Freeburg Tribune, Jack Boyd believes feud with mayor led to his resignation. Golden Bird, head of culture department, owns villa in Italy. The fact. Cleanliness of city streets increased by 20%. Right, so we can understand that this is your Guardian. This is your... I'd say this is your Guardian. This is your Sydney Morning Herald. That's the Daily Telegraph. Okay, cool. Go to work. Sure. I just like calling people while they have sex. That should be a game.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partner.
Day sex isn't unusual, but
Everybody
the guy
just takes
seems to
snacks
appear to
from
have
the
a full-time job.
machines or
That's why it's
grabs
unusual.
a meal and hammers it down in the corner.
He's at
like
home.
a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Sith Cat. What a comment to walk back in on.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick,
I definitely need some donuts.
recently became one of those.
I feel like that is
ghosts.
the perfect thing to be eating right now.
Subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals.
Looking at
in the
you,
history
everybody
of
watching in the
Freeburg.
Good Game office.
No evidence to support the accusations.
All right, so
but
Kendrick, this is the
everyone
corrupt
knows
guy.
Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis
Give me the
didn't
file,
say
old man.
anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he
writing
was
is
already
great.
finished.
It's great. It's so like unapologetically noir. Okay, would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Show me what you got, or I'm a 60-year-old police chief a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone telling me how to do my job. That's a lie. Friedberg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. Cool. So, we'll just lower this. Lower this. We'll tilt this. We'll raise back up a little bit. There we go. Okay, everybody comfy? Huh. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move. Cool. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Like this guy, he's an alcoholic and he's a ghost. He's a cellophane man. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. Wait, is his professionalism 1230? Figure around 150 is average. You are way above average, sir. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet. Even in a pinch, an individual's level of professionalism may rise or fall over the course of their career. Right. If we can assume that's his professionalism, this man should be president. It was! It highlighted. Incredible. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable they work, and a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Fall asleep at the wheel. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Right, so this is like a management sim. So they lose 1 point of energy after each working day, restore 1 point after rest. Getting tired just thinking about it. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take the day off. Others like to drink too much. Old Mr. Cellophane. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. Okay, so this is all my cops. Koshi, not too good. 250, I mean above average. Yancey, Purdy, Tabaski, Austin, Price is a 5 price. A 5 price? And you're called Mole? DeBrito and Armstrong. Right, so you're my detectives, you're my officers. A 5 price. I want to fire you right now. A firing isn't even good enough for you, Price. Come here, I want to put my cigar out on you. Price is my hero. Can't put Price anywhere. Maybe we can put Price in the firing line. Oh wow, he did actually just put his cigar out somewhere. Okay, what do you want me to do? Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel, so the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. Oh god. Oh god. This is it. This is my audition for PM. Price. And I'm pretty sure Price is a woman. You keep on going fire him, but I'm fairly certain that's a woman. So fire her. Let's do it. Okay, responding to calls. This is Everyday Mall. Oh, cool. Cool! How nice is all this interface, by the way? This is really sexy to me. This is daytime sexy to me. This is, because it feels like a board game. It feels like a really nice, sort of designer board game. Just cannot get the camera right in today. Okay. I assume donuts are on the way. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you are allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least 1 officer. So how risky is 2? I guess it's out of all of those. I mean, if we have all of those filled up, oof. Number of slots is not the only thing to consider. The location. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder. I wonder what the missions are actually like. Okay, a married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot. Back over a homeless man who'd been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw it hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. Right, so this person definitely needs to be murdered. I'm going to put Koshi, my best cop on the job, and Price, I'm going to let you die later. Let's put, because I know we're going to have another option later. Yancey's going to have to go, so let's put Austin. You two go figure this out. Koshi and Austin, have at it. Oh, look, they're wearing little red hats. Okay. Last picture show theater. Oh god, so much crime. A theater manager reports that during a showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. After he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater's security guard. Okay, so Yancey's going to put him up on assault, and Tabaski, you're going to go in there and accuse him of spoiling the end of the movie with the snowbloods, with the Rosebud snowboard. Okay. Hey, Snatch Crack! This music. Can you hear this sexy jazz? Hit and run. What do you got for me? When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies, but the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster. Dead citizen bother the mayor of more than living ones. Dead cops, roster. Dead citizens, mayor. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. We did well, guys. Another day on the streets for whatever my name is. Let's just send SWAT in if we can. Okay, armed robbery. I'm loving this daytime sex jazz. This is just so good.
Are you having fun?
Yeah,
Is it good?
I'm enjoying it. There's daytime jazz. I'm singing a lot of Chicago.
It's daytime sex.
There was daytime sex.
Sing a lot of Chicago the 80s pop band or Chicago style music?
Chicago the musical.
Oh, right.
Yeah. 3 teenagers armed with a shotty robbed a videotape store and made off with the whole collection of adult movies. But the criminals fled in a car. The store manager wrote the license plate down. The owner is Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Purdy, you're up. Price, I hope you get shot. We are rapidly running out of time to get to this fight. Brother and sister clash with each other over their deceased father's will. According to the lawyers, we don't dare separate them when the hospital guard is off duty. Austin and Koshi. Guys, we are defending the streets like a boss. Tom Phillips keeps telling me to be quiet. I don't understand why, and I don't really care. How do we go? Guys, fed court, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Everybody did great. Oh, I'm waiting for when what's-her-face got shot. Price. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and money. Teenagers? Yancy, you can handle this by yourself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. The vehicle in question is parked right outside Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. The moaning is good. The laughter implies that someone's inadequate. Sneak into the house through an open window, turn on the siren and loudspeaker, and shout that the house is surrounded. Knock on the door, open up, please. Is the timer frozen? Straw poll! Okay, what are my options again? Sneak in through window, turn on siren, knock on door. Sneak through... Alright. How are we going to handle this sexy situation? Oh my god, can we barge in on people having sex? I mean, that's the plan, right? We've got a straw poll up. I might, while I'm here, I wonder if I can turn this off full screen and it will stop just disappearing every time I tab over to the chat. Let's go windowed and see what happens. That is definitely not 1080p. Big, too big, screen too big. 720p for this screen. Oh no, don't want to do that. Maybe if we just go borderless window. I wonder if that'll, is that an option? No. No, I'm just gonna have to live in this hellhole of it disappearing every time I flick over. And speaking of flicking over, let's check how we're handling the sexy situation. Sneak through sexy window. 43 votes. Sneaking through an open window. Are we voyeuristic cops? Yes, we are. Offender caught. Officer dead. Price! Oh my god. Price! You piece of shit. I'm gonna make sure you don't even get your retirement package. Whew. And we didn't get to see anyone banging. Why did I become a cop? Officer caught, officer's unharmed. At least Price is dead.
Thanks.
The jazz killed her. Alex G, what happened to Zero Time Dilemma? We'll be back with that next week. We're just taking a break. Trying something else. This game comes out in a couple of days. Thought it could be fun. And so far, it has been. Offender escaped, officer unharmed. Damn it, Yancey. That was the teenagers. I sent too few cops. Yancey. What time is it? 7:50. It's night time. End the day. We're done. We've lost one of our own. Yancey's puffed. If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake, just like Price. Or me, when I hired Price. Price. Oh!
Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin.
Kendrick's the
past
mob are
few
threatening
weeks,
him.
I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure.
Yeah, for the shame. Look at those shame shoulders.
Internal Affairs raided the library.
Honestly, I wanted those teenagers to get away with their stolen porn.
Hoping they'd
Mole and
find
the other
buckets
ones
of
are
cash
detectives.
stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face. The fearless policeman standing helpless in horror.
Yeah, you piece of
I've
shit.
known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything
Can't even
else.
afford a
Probably
shirt
sounds crazy,
that has
but
anything
I
on it other
sympathize
than
with the
blue.
guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Let there be a detective named Jenks. Wonder if you can name detectives. Wouldn't it be great if you could hire people and then go,
Called
I've
all
changed
the
your name.
people on
You're not
that
Price
list
anymore.
today. Now
Hey,
they
Jenks,
know
dead Jenks.
You're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
Right,
And
so
what
why
kind of
are
business
we,
are we talking
potentially getting
here?
calls from these people?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
Oh no.
$500,000.
Oh, am I shady?
$500,000?
Am I shady?
Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but
Christopher
I
Sand.
should probably
Mr.
add
Sand.
one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sam.
Sith Cat says, I'm okay with you barging in on sex, but not bribery. Well, you can't have one without the
Christopher
other,
G.
really,
Sand.
in my experience.
Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and
So
most
Sand
powerful
is the
gang in the
mafioso.
city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people
Sonia,
who work
if the
for
voice
him
sounds
each
familiar,
have their
it is the
sphere.
guy who does,
They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities
does
when they want to
Duke
make a
Nukem?
deal. Meanwhile,
he does Duke
Sand
Nukem.
pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission.
Oh,
His
God.
whole family paid the price.
Oh, murdered at Christmas
In
time.
4 weeks,
The
Sam
second worst
killed
time to be
31
murdered.
people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sam's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
I love how I'm always
Please,
just a
listen
shadow.
to me. I'm in with
Like,
these
I'm
guys.
the back of
We
a head or a
agreed,
shadow.
Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there.
I don't go there.
Never have, never will.
I believe it's Johnson John then. Freeburg Tribune, construction of cinema museum postponed again. Francis Kedrick announced retirement date. Legendary singer Greeno Crespo comes to Freeburg. All right, let's get to work. I think you can join in on a PC, Ooey Jack, if we do drawful again. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he'll ask for a day off, like a lazy bugger. Sometimes officers request days off even when they're at full strength, because the new WoW expansion has come out. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember, everybody's got secrets, and you got to make sure these guys have your back. Right. So if a new WoW expansion comes out, you can take some time off. My friend just crashed into someone's car in an intersection. She's in terrible panic. Can I go help her out? Roy? Yes, but come tomorrow. No. All right. Roy, you piece of crap. Help Roy, even though Roy is on 5. Yes, come back tomorrow. No, Roy. Just no. Two, three. Okay, so what are we going to do? I mean, my preference is no. Because I feel like Roy, 150 is an average officer. 150 is average. Roy is on 5. Like, at what point, how badly do you have to screw up to be 5? Oh, it's close. Yes, but come back tomorrow, and no, a neck and neck. Gotta make a stand, Roy. We can't have another Price in the force. Yes. Remember what happened to Price, Roy? Roy just needs to step up. Or the kindness could help him level up. Interesting, Commander Zhao. Interesting, Commander. Do you reckon that if I'm nice to them, then, like, I'll try harder? Alright, we're pretty close. I'm gonna tap it out in a second. It's still so close. 45 to 48%. Only 7% say yes, which is probably good. Like, your friend being crashing their car doesn't mean that you can have all the time off you want. So it's either 1 day off or no days off. It's 33 to 34. I'm gonna close it when I get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna close it when I finish. And all that jazz. It's 35 to 35. One more vote. There we go. 36. No, Roy. Just no. Sorry, Roy. You shouldn't have been a Price. No. In addition to their performance ratings, police officers also possess a rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank, and you can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think no one is worthy of the honor some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later. Insignias won't go out until your people are ready. Okay, great. So I can promote. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. They will likely do better when a ranking officer is on the scene. Sometimes when cops get ranked, they start thinking more seriously about their service. This can mean less drinking, more time spent on the job, a little less Roy, a little more Stripe. Some of them might even turn out to be... So what? Do I give a Stripe to Roy? That piece of shit? Roy gets no stripes according to the chat. Can you promote Pocketeers too? Sure, Sith Cat, you're Roy. And then Sunset Patches, you're Birch. Moonanite, you're Birch Jr. Simon Vin, you're Grant. Andrew Machine, Manichi, you're Samadi. Cherry Heart, you're Robbins. And Nudgy, you're Stovall. Then we got 2 detectives. Beth, you're Moser. And MJ, you're Beasley. Everyone remember who you are. When you die, we'll sing a song for you. It won't be a good one. And it could even be a happy one. Should I promote somebody? What do you reckon, Roy? This whole game is just a series of straw polls. I hope you're fine with that. I realize when I live stream, I'm incapable of making decisions by myself. Roy? Promote. Let die. Remembering Roy. There we go. Oh. Sith Cat, I vote Roy. Sith Cat wrote, I vote me. This will be just a quick one though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sith Cat, I got bad news. 82% of those who have voted have said, let you die. Sorry, Sith Cat. Gotta get out there. Gotta start that day. Freeburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time, just like in real life. Well, the life of your grandfather. How exciting. Oh, sugar. What do we got? Chopin, and then a bunch of other stuff. Sweet Ginger Green, Pierce Pickering, Ragtime 5, rag music, yes. Let's learn how to hire and fire Roy. Okay, affairs. Police station. Labor market. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Hire for shift A, hire for shift B. Right. I reckon if I give you a bit extra, if I can rename you. Hey Ronnie Cat Meow. So I will hire you for shift A. You seem like an A. Does now. Want to free up a slot? Time to fire somebody. Oh no. Who are we gonna fire? So, let's think about this for a second. Let's just think about this for a second. Roy's a real piece of shit. We can't fire Stovall or Robbins. They're our 2 best on the force. Beasley's not bad. They're pretty an under-average detective, and Moses kind of the same. But I feel like you got. It says you gotta fire someone. I can't get out of this until I fire someone. It's all part of the tutorial. Do we reckon Roy? I reckon Roy. What's to think about? Roy is a 5 and asked for a day off straight up. First day at work. Can I come in tomorrow? Or here's my only other argument here. Birch Jr. Because Birch Jr. also crap. Also way above average. Has shifty eyes. Who is Birch Jr. by the way? Who was Birch Jr. in the chat? Who did I put as Birch? We fire Birch. Excuse me, we fire Birch, and we put the fear of God into Roy. Moonanite is Birch Jr. So we fire Moonanite, put the fear of God into Sith Cat. Or we fire Sith Cat. And Birch Jr. learns a lesson. I mean, can we fire Birch Jr.? Because Birch Jr. has a dad. who works with him. Birch the Elder is there, watching the whole time. Here we go. This is the straw poll. Are you guys fine with this many straw polls? The game is just a series of constant decisions. So, Birch Jr. right in front of his daddy, or Roy when he's at home playing Dota, lying about that car crash. Do a straw poll on the number of straw polls. Okay. So we've got that. So we've got our two options. We fire Birch Jr. right in front of his dad, and then probably blame the dad. Or we fire Roy, because he's at home in his pajamas playing Dota right now, lying about his friend being in a car crash. Oh! I am so tired. I got very little sleep last night. The chat was going quick. I kept missing the link. Here we go. I put it in a couple of times. There we go. Promote 2 people and run 3-man teams around those captains. That's not a bad idea too. Don't fire them, drain them, says Shay Less. Roy, we thank you for your many minutes of service. You're fired! Roy, we thank you for your calling in to ask for the day off. I bet he called in as well. I bet he's one of those assholes who calls in instead of like, hey, I'm not feeling good, can I go home? It's like, I'm still in bed and I was planning on not coming in. I'm just calling to let you know. We're closing the votes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a red hot Roy firing. Sorry, Roby. You're out of here. Oh my god, there are more conditions. If you have legal grounds for termination, no one will ask any questions. You need to fire them anyway, legitimately be... You might need to fire them anyway, legality be damned, but that could land you in additional proceedings and your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up a slot is to have a police officer killed, but that's not really a valid option, right? Oh my god, I love this game. I love this. You can fire legally. Too old? How is too old something that's legal? Okay, we got so many options. Guys, straw polls for days. Straw polls for days. How we do? Fire legally. Too old, oldie. Fire illegally. Make cocaine do it. Kill Roy in the line of duty. Am I the kind of guy that just has officers killed in the line of duty? Oh my god, I love this game. So yeah, look at those links. There you go. Links everywhere. Oh, fire legally and kill Roy in the line of duty head to head. Fire Daddy Birch. Now, that's already come and gone. Kill someone every day for the entire game. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Because they killed Price. Killed Price up real nice. Fire legally and kill Roy in the line of duty. I mean, this is... We're learning a lot about the Pocketeers today. Half of you would make great police officers, and the other half of you would be wimps and fire people legally. 42 streaking out ahead, though. Kill Roy in the line of duty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In the line of duty, my friends. Sorry, Roy. This way, you won't need the humiliation of having to tell your WoW raiding buddies that I fired you. Wow, that is so dark that that's an option. We're just gonna back out of this, pretend nothing happened. St. John's Cathedral. We received a phone call from a local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken into pieces. Seems there are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot wouldn't say no more. Feel like there's no one here that could kill Roy. This feels like a Birch and Birch Jr. job. Put the birches on it. Okay, cool.
211 in progress.
Professionalism, 150. 250 professionalism. That's great. That's just great. I'll hire you two. Hire for shift B. Okay. Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. This still doesn't feel dangerous enough. This is Grant, Samadhi, and Robbins. What have I got open? Detective slot. Alright, I'll hire you for shift B. Yeah, who's Birch and Birch Jr.? Birch Jr. is Mennonite, I think, right? Moonanite?
211 complete.
Vandalism. The Birches. Offender escaped, officers unharmed. Of course. Look at you. Birch, you're on 10. You're a regular Roy. I mean Birch Jr. Birch, you should be ashamed of yourself and your son.
1210 in progress.
Yeah, so who's senior? Who's Birch Senior?
211.
Eddie's Burgers. A waitress named Miller reports she just served a chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. Roy! My friend! You feel like grabbing a little lunch? Off you go, Roy. So old and incompetent, you're probably driving on the wrong side of the road in the wrong direction. We all regret not firing Birch Jr. now. Daddy, did we do good? No, you didn't. You did terrible. What do we got here? Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food and now he can't get off the can. Meanwhile, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. Oh, I was about to say, I only have my best man left for the job. Birch Jr., you busted down to bouncer duty. Suspicious. Okay, vandalism. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. You guys are bosses. Donuts for everybody when we get home. Alright, Roy. False alarm! The waitress had mistaken retired Officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. Roy lives! False alarm. Let's put on some music. It is difficult to manage this collection. Oh yeah, jazz. Smooth jazz. Just assume I never want the music to end. That's what the game should do. God damn it, Roy! You had one job, to die!
1111 in progress.
Christopher G. Sand's ice arena. Christopher G. Sand? That's the bad guy. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating ring is selling crack to teenagers. Birch, you remember what it was like being a teenager? And Stovall, my best man. Not scared of clowns. Loves him some crack.
411 in progress.
Fleet Street, suicide threat. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline is threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular again. Good lord. Robbins, talk him down. Grant, tell Robbins to shave his goatee. Looks like we can hire someone. There's an empty cop slot. Did one of my cops get killed? Hire for shift B. Oh no. Don't tell me it's the end of the day and Roy's alive.
We've got a situation here.
As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for kids. Carefully watch the clown from the stands. Cover up in a raincoat, pretend to be an illicit customer. Take the clown onto the ice and round up any witnesses. I mean, I know what we want to do, right? We want to pretend to be a customer. Get us some crack. I did say that Samadhi loves crack. Oh no, it was Robbins. Who liked crack? Someone liked crack. Okay. How we do too. Watch from stands. Become the addict. ice that clown. We got some options. Just disgusted that Roy is still alive. Okay. Check out these results. Become the addict. There's no way anything else is going to win. We're going in.
1111.
Offender caught, officers unharmed. We made the right decision. And Stovall got some nice crack out of it. Or was it Birch? I can't remember who. God damn it, Roy.
411.
How do we do? Sorry, Chief, but I quit. In one night, I've pulled in more cash I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I wasn't cut out to be a cop. Birch Jr.? What? You end up getting a better deal? You're the most incompetent person I should be happy that you're leaving, but I'm angry that I got you a better gig. This is some Roy shit. Oh no. Oh no. So, do I have an option to not take it? I can't not take it. Right, this is the game. It was so subtle, I didn't even really realize. The game is earn 180,000, was it? Or $500,000, $500,000 in 180 days. That's the game. So I need to take these bribes. Oh my god. Offender escaped, officers unharmed. He's not really an offender. Alright, we're ending it. Oh, god damn it, Roy. Give me a promotion, says Cherry Hut. Alright, well, it was fun having you, Moon Knight. But you work at a club now. Feminist organization denied official registration. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. Yep, that feels like exactly the kind of stuff that's happening right now.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
But Laura died 10 years ago.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is
Oh,
that
God.
right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once
feed
dropping a hint
Christians
of condescension.
who come
when I
over
watch
and
her
wanna
do
talk
it,
to you.
I've got to admit, it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this
Sit
time.
there, I'll put it
Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura
And see
just
during the underwear, that will
disappeared.
put them off.
The children in the
Hello,
stories always
my
stand
name
on the
is
side
Elder
of the
Grant.
mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy.
Hello, hi,
But
my
now
name is
Sally,
Jesus Christ. You
Laura's
have a
mother,
lovely
well,
home.
We sort of have a
This
pact.
it's an
The
amazing
fellow
book.
Laura ran off with
Hello,
is
hi.
young enough to be her son.
Me, how my Elmer
I
White.
hear he's 30 years old.
Are these your
With all the
kids?
possible information
This
a
book
man
will
can
teach
know
you
about
secrets
his
to
wife's
eternal
lover,
life.
I get him
Eternal
with
life
that.
is super
Fortunately,
fun.
Laura's
Jesus
mother
Christ.
doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun.
Well, this guy has
with
a lot of
short
backstory.
woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her. And
Sally's gonna
we'll
find
arrange
Laura.
a meeting.
We're gonna
Meanwhile, I'm
meanwhile,
supposed to
I'm not
not
gonna
do
do anything
anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
I wasn't. Who are we trying to find? I was busy singing Book of
Hello.
Mormon.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street.
Look at her holding that.
But I've
I'm
got
gonna
more
say dog.
energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out
Who is this
here,
woman?
Okay?
We're off to work. Eternal life is super fun. Hello. If you let us in, we can show you how it can be done. No thanks, you sure? Oh well, that's fine. Goodbye. Have fun in hell. Hey now. You simply won't believe how much this book can change your book, can change your book, can change your book, can change your book, can change your life. Hello. While I was climbing up the stairs, I started feeling a little dizzy. Can I have the day off? Because he's dizzy? Oh my god. Guys. Okay. New straw poll. Oh, wait. Day off. 'Cause dizzy. Create poll. Here we go. So does Mafia have his wife? Well, I'm Book of Mormon. What was happening? I don't understand. Who was that person he was talking to? Sounds like another Roy. I mean, we should be worried because maybe he's having like a heart attack or something. But seriously, this is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship. We talked about this on Tuesday. Okay. No. Let me just check the poll. Yeah, good to see. The vote is pretty evenly split, though. Well done, guys. Okay, resume. Nick, you did realize you put no twice. Oh, I've been bad, oh boy. My kid's been causing trouble again, and they've called me into his school. Can you give me some time to deal with this? Yes, Wolf. Yes. Yes, I can give you some time to deal. I'm not even going to ask, because Wolf's a goddamn hero. 210? I'm going to give you a promotion right now, Wolf. Oh no, I can't when you're not here. Where's Roy? Ah, you're not here. None of you are here. I like you, though. I like your hat. You got a great hat. Here you go. Have a promotion. Hattie. Start the day. Laura's wife. Sally is Laura's mother. Right. Giddly boops. Okay. And today we're going to listen to, it would be great if there were some musicals in here. Some Miss Saigon. A little Into the Woods. A little Hamilton.
in progress.
Someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene. The case goes to your detectives. Finally, some detectives. Soon we're going to get to SWAT. And then we're going to see some dead Roy. Okay. Homicide? Destruction of property. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a long iron rod. The whole street can hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers." Right. I mean, he's an old guy. Are we really worried about getting polled? Wait, why? It's a crime in progress. Why can't I put anybody on the case? Maybe I need to go to the homicide first? What the hell is this? A message from City Hall. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. Whoa. Well, we're not going to do that. So, all right. Hire all black officers. Yeah, we should. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. We'll hire a couple of officers of color. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be the lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who work under the lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Okay, cool. So, just quickly, before this starts... Oh, no, I probably should... Okay. We're going to assign some people, some pocketeers to our detectives, then to our Shift B people. So, Hattie DeBritta, you are 0 armor. And let me know if you've already got a character. Mole, Commander Red Junks. Armstrong, Lawcat. Alright, Hattie. You're going. Who did I say Hattie was? I've already forgotten. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. Right, so this is what we're talking about. We're gonna need some cops on this job, though. Let's put them all. Lead investigator and Mole. Do we need detectives for anything else? Maybe I'll save one just in case something else comes up. Okay, cool. Destruction of property. So now, we've got Koshi. Can be Azakraz. Yancey. Alex Woodworth. Purdy. Apollon Bishop. Fraser. Grace. Tabaski. Michelle McKenzie. McGillicuddy? What? McGillicuddy? Congratulations, not big on dignity, you're McGillicuddy. And Austin, you are Katie Guacamole. And Katie, you'll know what this means. Okay, everyone's got their people? Let's do it. Who is Roy? Roy is Sith Cat. Alright, Kashi and Austin. You're up. Don't get hit by that old man with a bat. There's a carjacking. See, here's what I like about this group of people. Look how competent Shift B is. The lowest ranking person on Shift B is Austin. Kate Guacamole. At 110, so nearly average. There's no Roy here. Can I be SWAT, says Finnegan Byrne. Maybe Finnegan, we'll see what happens. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Vancy, you look like a pretty hot driver. McGillicuddy, if you can't drive, I don't know who can. Sabaski and Fraser, I'm putting all my people on here. Stolen car? I mean, how many people does it take to drive a car? Where are all these extra people coming from? Roy is making everyone look good. Investigation has started. Oh, nice! Wow, there's so many different mechanics here in this game. I like it. There's lots to it. Way more than I thought. Let me just check the chat a little bit. Okay. Once again, I'm just a nobody, says Kangaroo Gaming. Kangaroo Gaming, please. You're not a nobody. First of all, you're a kangaroo who can play video games. That's pretty damn impressive. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Hey, cool. Sequence. Walked into the house and dead. Okay, so the clues here. Eric Graham, a drunk witness. They drove by in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. I only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time recently. There's been a lot of cursing carrying on. Stacy Cobb. I don't remember the car and the neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. The police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine, was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Alright. So, hopefully you get these results. So I'm just going to leave you be.
212 complete.
What happens if you refuse a crime? I'm guessing it just happens and it's lodged as like unsolved crimes or, you know, people hurt or whatever around the city.
1210 in progress.
See you down there, man.
We've got a situation here.
That is fantastic. Moon Knight, who was Birch Jr., who quit the force to go be the bouncer. Everyone who isn't a character can come join me at the club. Pocketeers get in for free. Okay, the driver is nowhere to be seen. Interview any potential eyewitnesses. Wait a safe distance for the driver to appear. Search the car. This is a very boring one. I'm just going to do it. Search the car.
113
Offender caught. He was hiding in the car. What? Offender caught? Was he in the glove box? We did great. Well done, everyone who just solved that crime. Goes to cold case. 20 years' time, it'll be on that TV show. Desiree Park, or Desire Park. Rory Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs. I want our best people on this. Koshi, Purdy, go to it. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club, and for my first exhibition I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out on the streets. Unfortunately, all I've got is Austin. Categorically my weakest officer. But you're going to have to go in, and hopefully I'll get a good payoff. Because that's what I'm doing! What's the backlog? Unsolved crimes? Oh, I'm not doing that. Can't send Roy, unfortunately. I'm on shift B.
1210 complete.
What are affairs? Alright. Okay, how do we go? Homicide. Your detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. You got 3 new frames. Open investigation. This is so cool. They get it wrong half the time, like idiots, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction if they know how to look at case materials. The more professional the detectives working on an investigation, the better their instincts. To get to your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at a crime scene using the frames you'll think likely, sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up, but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the rodent story. This is so cool. How cool is this? Okay, so we've got a car, we've got a drive-by, and we've got drug lord. So that's the beginning. So is it, that's where they were parked, they drove, and they shot? I'm guessing that's that. Suspicious individual was caught, you pervert. Good work, girls. And good work, girls. Offender caught, officers unharmed, destruction of property. Oh my god, B-Team is killing it! B-Team is killing it!
311A in progress.
Kevin's throat bar. Ugh. A bartender reported a fight had broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. Damn it, Birch Jr.! Oh, I wish I could send your daddy in just to humiliate you. McGillicuddy, you're up. And Fraser. Can tell me tomorrow. Chief, I just about nailed the Jap a couple of times. Ugh. But he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all their rules, so I can't keep track of points very well. But he was alright, even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a bit and pulled my back. Think I could take the day off. Well, I guess since I sent you into a fight, okay. Any team without Roy is a good team, says Cad Van 6. I tend to agree. Report, fight. We are killing it. Not an officer lost, not a case gone unsolved, except for possibly this murder investigation, which hopefully is going to go okay. I feel like we did so well. I'm going to promote the shit out of some people soon. Back to the lesser shift. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Retired police officer Tomias Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Jesus. Mayor Rogers, city has no problem with racists. What?
Why would a man need a barn?
It's a good question.
Store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
My gimp. My Deus Ex gimp. Oh god. Oh god. Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Boots
Stopped
for
keeping
mayor.
my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door.
There's really only
Now
one
they're
person.
knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that
Roy's
someone
in the barn.
comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at
Oh god,
bars,
he's here with some
went
toughs.
fishing,
He's here with some
in the
toughs.
mountains, even
Where are my
chased off
donuts?
some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own
See you,
personal
buddy.
bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Pants on backwards because
Sorry
you took
for
too
the
many
surprise,
pills.
Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
That's really loud.
It would be. Maybe,
How long you been dating
maybe
the
Jack's
lover
the gimp.
boys?
No, I mean the other one,
Sam's
Kendrick.
People, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls
You
and making a
coward.
run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get
I'm
out
gonna
today.
rat you out to those
I
guys
won't be
right
getting
outside the
another
door.
Chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me, my family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else.
Oh, I
They
see.
found out
That's
that I
a
was planning
very
to run
thinly
and they
veiled threat.
demanded that we close our contract
There's
today.
a good story in this game.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at
So
police
dodge.
headquarters. I can't just
So
give them
dodgy.
back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead.
You're dead.
You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask
Send
you
Roy
if I
to
wasn't
talk to
afraid
them.
They'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. but I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got
no, I
this
don't
guy's
believe it's 6
soul
months
in the
before the press
grinder.
conference. I believe it's... Is it 6 months before the press conference? I think it's after the press conference. He's just announcing he's retiring in 180 days? Or was he... or did it flashback? Okay. Agree to help Kendrick. Refuse to help Kendrick. This is the biggie. I wonder if the story... I mean, this story would be the same every time, I imagine. The biggie. There we go. I know what I would do. Help him get that Mafia $100. I don't think that's helping him, right? I'll paste the straw poll in another couple of times. Birch Sr. is taking a hard line on this poll. And a couple more. There you go. All right, 40, it's 55 help, 45% refuse. Looks like at this point we're probably going to help. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So the winner is help, and that's what I would have picked in real life as well. Help your friend.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack.
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank.
You're sitting on my pills. My pills are up your butt.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city. I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once. Sometimes with a little pride, even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts.
Jesus.
Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Wait, is he touching himself? All right, back to work. My band is playing a charity concert for some sick kids. Roy! You so much, Roy. There we go. Who do you hate more, Eric from Zero Time Dilemma or Roy? Eric. It's still definitely Eric. Okay. Results. That is a red hot no, and nothing is going to catch up. You're dead to me, Roy. You're more dead to me than Dead Price, who died earlier. No. My father got drunk and beat my mother again. Oh my god, this time it looks pretty bad. Yes, you can have the day off. And a badge for none of you, because you're the shit team. Start the day. Alright, you pieces of crap. Wait, if you say yes, does he quit and become a musician, which turns out to be his true calling? Maybe. Speaking of true calling. John Sangster. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests once a week. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright or only accept some of your requests, so ask for what you really need. Okay. We can take job slot officer, job slot detective. I don't think we need those because we've been doing okay with like being able to manage people at things. A SWAT upgrade, which we haven't had to use yet. A raise. We're gonna take that sweet K. We're gonna take them dollar bills, wash them down with some sweet sort of 50-cent coins, which is what we got here. Yeah. Roy needs a raise. Wait, not Roy needs a raise. Roy can burn in hell. I hope no one finds out that I asked for a raise. 80s Burgers. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away. Growls at anyone who approaches. Alright, it feels like a job for Grant and Samadhi. Touch of Dionysus liquor store. A witness looked on from a window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. We need a hero! Holding up for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong, and he's gotta be fast, and he's gotta be larger than life. We need a Roy! I trust you can handle this by yourself, Roy. If he comes back having captured the guy, we're done. We're done with this game. Okay, industrial area. Oh, just got there in time. A hot dog vendor reports he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. I gotta send these two along just to enjoy the show. Robbery. The shop has two exits from which a few people have already fled. Enter the store through the main entrance, sneak up to the back door, drive a patrol car right through the window. I'll tell you what, in this scenario, because there's only one officer, and it's old crappy Roy. Roy, aka Sith Cat, I will let you choose. Sithy, what would you like to do? Enter the store through the main entrance, sneak up the back door, or drive a patrol car right through the front window? Drive through the window is Sith Cat's choice. Sith Cat, that's your choice. I feel like you wrote that before you heard me say it, but I think, yep, window. Cool. Classic Roy. Could have had the day off to go play in some charity band, and instead drives a car through a shop window. Let's do it. My hair is a nightmare today. What's going on? Just want to look handsome. The stick-up man, oh my god, there's more. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unlearned language. Sith Cat, choice number 2. Quiet, Abdul, you just make things more complicated. Silently take aim at the robber. You in the mask, shut your face and drop the weapon. Sithy, what do you want to do? This is amazing. Roy is not equipped to deal with this. You in the mask. Here we go. If it was me, I would have taken aim at the robber, because at least I would have had my weapon out. Whereas this is some balls on Roy right here. Here we go. Oh my god! The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage. There's 2 ways out of this shop, in cuffs or in a body bag. Shoot the robber. Guys. Now, keep in mind that he might be lying, so you gotta double, you might go, I'll let you leave. I'll let you get out of here, but maybe he'll pull a gun on you and go, haha, you fool. But Sithy, you're up. Option 2, cuffs, body bag. Oh my god, Sith Cat. You are really channeling a stormtrooper right now.
910B complete.
Roy! The worst possible outcome. The worst possible outcome. Everyone is dead. Oh my god. No. I mean, we're all happy Roy's dead, but Sith, I'm so sorry. You were going so well. Offender escaped, officer dead, civilian killed. So let's just take a moment here. You had your gun and were saying it's either dead or in cuffs, and somehow you let the robber shoot you and shoot the hostage. Oh, incredible. You will be missed. We needed a better hero. We needed a better hero till the end of the night. It's one hot one. It's a hot one today, and a lot of people are going for a swim. How quickly we move on from the death of Roy. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freiburg, and the press was in an uproar. Please send anyone to keep an eye on things. Maybe I'll send a black person who you hate so much. But maybe I won't, because I feel like that's a demotion. He's such a good officer. Maybe I should send a piece of shit like Grant. Who's Grant and who's Stovall in the chat? Roy could have been a musician. Send Roy. Just a Weekend at Bernie situation. Just rope a couple of, strings to his hands up there on the sort of, lifeguard tower. So, yeah. Who's Grant and who's Stovall? Nudgy is Stovall. Who's Grant? No one is Grant. Maybe Grant left. Okay, so, well then, Stovall. I reckon we send Stovall. We prove... No, we don't. We send Grant. We send shitty Grant. Because Stovall's too good a cop to spend the day at the beach. I'm sorry, Stovall. I'm saving you for bigger and better things, like the countryside. Jack, this year, the organisers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the animal shooting contest. Now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in the competition. Right, so this is one of those dodgy... I'm gonna, get money because I'm working with the cops. Ooh, investigation, though. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Liang while she was on her way to the pawn shop. Moser, you're my top man. And Beasley, you're number 2. Alright, countryside, I guess. Stovall, Samadhi. You're on the job. And we're gonna hire... well, we'll hire you, even though your professionalism is just abysmal. So you got bad professionalism, you're team A. Okay, what do we got here? The fight. Offender escaped. God, Team A is so terrible. You cannot solve a crime. Except for that one, that did pretty well. Well done, Roberts and Namata, you did well. I wish it reminded you, the disorderly content, I wish it reminded you which one it was. Like, is this the, like, two Elvis impersonators having a fight, or is this the, something else? I got a salary. City Hall hopes we don't disappoint, $1,200. This woman was an honest servant of the city. Today she was buried with military honors. Military honors for Price? Really? I don't think so. I do not think so. I shudder to think what Roy's gonna get. Fire all black cops, tomorrow's the deadline. Just gonna ignore that. Investigations. So we got 3 frames here. Show me the details. How do I solve it? Like, just there's no button for solved. I reckon that's right. Someone went in the building. This is where the car was originally seen. And then it came around the corner, like here, and shot and killed that person. Yeah? Roy will get a hobo funeral. And the robbery, we don't know anything yet. But maybe, what's detectives? Yeah, right, yeah. Armstrong, go help out. Investigation has started. Okay, so this was a robbery. Antique Chinese necklace. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped my bag from the shoulder. It disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. Couldn't see his face, but he was dressed in a jacket like those other bikers who hang around street corners. It was definitely not a local biker. They are bald and have beards. This guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. I didn't see a weapon in his hands. I just saw him grab a bag and ride off. And did someone else say that they had a gun? No. Alright, we'll just let that play out. Yeah, maybe one of those frames is the car driving away, but I feel like it doesn't seem to affect it. Like, even, maybe I can try, like, I feel like if I put it in a different order. Oh shit, that is totally what it is. I just need to reorder it. Alright, great work. So Travis Horton, a known racist who already has several previous convictions. Okay, so we just need to reorder. Your detectives have some information on the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. I'm worried though, because I'm on team shit. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait, but remember that fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even the SWAT team to see if you can see fit. Travis works as the port as a loader. Do you want to just swat it up? Just see what happens? And we'll send... These 2 are pretty solid. Namata and Robbins, I'm going to switch you around, because, like, Namata, you are better than even the lead investigator. You got a future. Without the lead detective, there's a lower chance of success. Are you sure you want to send in the cops alone? No. Oh, I can't do it until... I can't do it until I'm with Shift A. At an art gallery entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." That's not something young people do. Oh my god. I need 5 and Martin Robbins. Ernest, we did it. We won. That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting. We deserve everything. And then this is... That's... Investigation. Atticus Tower. A guard went out for a smoke, saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall. I've got no one to send, I'm sorry. And port warehouses. I would love to, but I don't have the detective. Hopefully it will stay there overnight. A shift suck. You sad you killed Roy now. Nick, most of your cops have 0 energy left. They're going to screw up. Right, how do I give them energy? They take a day off. No, these are all like full energy. Green, green, green. That's yellow. Green. Empty. You have done great. No, you haven't. Unharmed, but officer escaped. That wasn't ideal. You. Offender escaped. Also not ideal, but we sent no one after it. And we got 3 new frames. Let's open this investigation. Sequence. Driving up. Snatching. Driving off. Recently expelled from university is the suspect. We did well. Well, we didn't. We sucked, but we are A. Looks like tomorrow is going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Oh, God. Oh, God. Donuts equal energy. Okay, Freeburg. According to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Rogers is responsible for Freeburg PD breakdown. Mayor Rogers, I'll bring order to the police station. Oh, clean your car.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
Who let this guy in my house?
I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this.
Big portable telephone. What year are we? No one brought Nick donuts.
Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in.
Oh, God.
My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Christopher
Who am I
Sand.
speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife,
Voice acting is
perhaps.
great in this.
A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman.
Pocket, it's me and Gus talking about how our parents are disappointed in us.
Start today.
Eight in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job.
8 and 10
Gotta let
solved?
my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a Mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
Okay, look at this super team. Look at this super team. The lowest is 140. Oh no, Armstrong sucks. 100. I should really give a promotion to Team A, because Team A just suck. And I gotta hire some new people. Let's go to this. Because the super team's already doing well. I mean, we do need to play the game a little bit and then promote some of the crap people. It'll help them. Please be advised we are unhappy with the efficiency of Freeburg PD. We're cutting the department's budget. This is because of the black thing, right? You lose one job slot. Removing an occupied slot will automatically fire an employee. Oh my god. You lose one job slot. Okay. I just hired you. Birch looks pretty sad. Birch? I think it has to be Birch. Not me. Yeah, I feel like last in, first out. That's not how this. That's not how this force works. Besides, we're trying to make a point. Birch, you're done. You're done, Birch. Now, while we're at it, let's see if we can hire someone. Good Lord. Okay, so Chinatown, Mosier. Oh, that was a different. That's a different one. DeBrito. Okay, cool. We're just gonna send our best people. Koshi and Yancey, and send in a SWAT team. We're sending everybody. Chinatown Dormitory. We can't do that yet because our lead investigator is not there. Fire all black cops. Jack, you swore on oath to serve the city. If you can't keep promises, we won't keep ours. So you're telling me there isn't a budget cut? Raise. City Hall cannot... Oh! Why? So this is my punishment for not just punitively firing black people. Super Dream Confectionery. I'm gonna go drown my sorrows in some sugar. Young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Good lord. This feels like a perfect situation for McGillicuddy and Tabuski. McGillicuddy. McGillicuddy loves the Chuck. Mad about the Chuck, McGillicuddy. All this time and I don't know what the game is. It's called This Is the Police. Right where it says underneath the game, This is the Police. And then underneath This is the Police, it says This is the Police. But it's not out yet. It comes out on the 28th. Carjacking. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns. Mr. Burns. Report seeing a teenager walking between cars trying to handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. I would let him drive and die if it wasn't for the fact that he's heading for the suburbs. And I feel like some terrible things could happen. So let's send some of whatever this city name's finest. Freeburg's finest. Finest. Attempted murder. McGillicuddy. Tabuski. Solving the case. And then McGillicuddy just dipping the tip in chocolate. Homicide. Offender caught. Everything went great. Damn. Case closed. Feels so good. Look at this. Team B, so efficient. Not a single wrecked case. We got cops to spare. Catch up with the stolen vehicle and open fire. Okay, so who's on this? I got Austin, Purdy, and Fraser. So who are Austin, Purdy, and Fraser? And we'll go with 2 out of 3. Oh, well, majority votes. So Austin, Purdy, and Fraser in the chat. Who are you all? Pawn Called Bishop is Purdy. Grace, are you one of them? Are you Austin or Fraser? And Katie Guacamole is Austin. So Austin, so Katie, Pawn Called Bishop, and Treacherous Pineapple is Fraser. Yeah. Grace or Treacherous Pineapple? Wait. Pineapple, are you lying? You are a Treacherous Pineapple, so I feel like Pineapple is lying. So Grace is Fraser. Sorry. So, Grace, Katie, and a Pawn Called Bishop. Do we want to catch up with the stolen vehicle and open fire, overtake the criminal, overtake the offender, and block the road? Stolen fire, take into custody, block the road. And we are going with... The only people allowed to vote on this are the cops on the job. Katie Guacamole wants 3. Yeah, you could just do 1, 2, and 3. That's the easiest way to do it. Grace, 3. Okay, majority rules. A pawn court bishop, at some point you will put in your answer, but it won't matter. Blocking the road, offender caught, officers unharmed. Girls, you did great jobs. And pawn court bishop 1 and 3. Girls and boys, excellent work. Shift B. Shift Braid. A hostage situation. A weeping child called in saying someone was holding them against their will. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Oh my god, it's Baby Sam! Send everybody! McGillicuddy, clean the tip and get in there. Baby Sam needs you.
Huh?
You've been kidnapped. A baby got kidnapped and they're being bullied and they just want to go outside and see Pete, is what they said. So send in my best. Koshi, Yancey, McGillicuddy cleaned the tip and went in, and Tabaski.
I don't understand.
9/11 in
Cool.
We're gonna save you.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. You happy?
I like Nick's keeper.
Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to pay his debts. Oh god, this is from Chris Sand. This is from the big Mafia fish. Says the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side of the police are on. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay. We gotta straw poll this. Go. Refuse. Morals? Okay, so in the chat, we can refuse. We can refuse the Mafia boss, who we now essentially work for. There you go. And, or we can go, probably get paid, and remember, we do need some of that sweet cashola, because so far we only have $8,000 and we're on day 6. We've got 180 days. Holy shit, this is a long game. We've got 180 days? God, it's ages. Okay. Who needs morals when you have money? This is a toughie. Someone's going to end up dead, and it's going to be Austin Purdy or Fraser. So it's going to be Katie Guacamole, Sith Cat, or Grace. Use them like they use us, says Grace. Go refuse. It is neck and neck. Remembering that we need money. He owes money. He'd be locked up if it was a legitimate bank. Refuse. Dismembered and body parts sent to family. We've got to remember that as well. Is refusing not following the Mafia, or... Refusing is not following the Mafia. Refusing is a bad option. Like, refusing is telling the Mafia, no, I'm not going to help. Roy tried to be a hero. Look where that got him. Okay. 10. 9. Pawn court bishop, which one are you, so I make sure I don't get you killed? Because I don't want to kill you. There were other factors involved in Roy's death, like the fact that he went through a window. Yeah, pawn court bishop, you're Purdy. Right. And the results are in. It is 51 refuse, 41 go. We are refusing. This could get us killed. Here we go.
710A.
Okay. There's a casino robbery. We received a call from an Anglo casino patron. He claimed one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table lifted his wallet and was carrying a couple of $100,000 in cash and several credit cards. A couple of $100,000 in cash in his wallet. A couple of $1,000. I can't really, where did 100 come from? Casino security shoved him outside saying he was drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. Okay, Purdy, you can go sort that out. So you're not going to die. And we still can't solve that robbery. Hostage situation. Oh my god, it was a false alarm. Joseph Lowry's mother wouldn't let him go play until he ate his broccoli. Baby Sam, you wasted 3 police officers' time because you wouldn't eat your broccoli. And you wanted to go and play with Pete. You bastard. Here we go. Assault with a deadly weapon after a parking lot exit. A security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment, pulled out a gun, and opened fire. Everyone is on the job. Purdy, you may be lucky that you got sent on something else. And McGillicuddy, you've done so well for me so far. Here we go. In the meantime, how'd this theft go? Purdy, Fraser, offender caught. That's it, guys. Well done. Promotions all round for everyone this afternoon. Scared about this robbery.
Got a situation here.
Oh god, okay. Koshi, Yancey, Austin, and McGillicuddy. Pipe up in the chat. Who is Koshi, Yancey, Austin, and McGillicuddy? McGillicuddy is not big on dignity. Treasurous Pineapple is Koshi. Alex Woodworth is Yancey. And who is McGillicuddy? Oh, no, that's you. Who's Austin? Katie Guacamole. So Katie, not big on dignity. Treasurous Pineapple. Alex, Pineapple, not big on dignity. Katie. Brilliant. Okay. What do you want? 1, 2, or 3? 1, try to run the van off the road. 2, use the bullhorn to order the van to stop. 3, shoot out the criminal's tires, remembering this person has a gun. Who is Nick Girl? I don't understand who Nick Girl is. Treasurous, Alex, Katie, 3, 3, 3, and not big on dignity, tires all the way. Shooting out the criminal's tires. Hopefully there's no one in there. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. Everything's a sex shop with this game. Everything's having sex, or... So far we've seen people... Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with it, it's not particularly... There's people having sex, kids stealing from an adult video store, and a museum exhibition of sex toys, and then a sex shop. So... This is where it gets fun, though, and I know what we're going to pick. But remember, if you pick the funny thing, it's not necessarily going to keep you alive. Number 1, throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Number 2, shoot the criminal in the head. Number 3, let go of that man right now. And our answer is 1 from Katie. Katie just keeps saying 1, so I figure that's what she wants. Has anyone else voted who is involved in this situation? Pineapple, 1. So that's 2 for 1. Not big on dignity. Do I really even need to say it? That's number 1. And our final one is... I think that's 1 all the way, right? Alex is 1. Alright, guys. I hope this doesn't get you shot trying to be funny. You goddamn heroes. I'm gonna write up the best story about you in the Freeburg Times. Imagine being caught after having a sex doll thrown at your head. You 4 are the true heroes of today's stream. None of this Roy bullshit. Excellent work, guys. I'm so proud of all of you. Katie, Alex, Pineapple, and not big on dignity. Congratulations. Roy, I'm glad you're dead. Do we reckon... So, I did see someone say that they reckon that we could solve this without the lead investigator, who is inherently shit. If we put Koshi and Yancey on this, do we reckon? I can't send in SWAT. He is just a robber. Let's find out. Let's try it. Promote that sex doll. Yeah. Can I recruit the sex doll? It'd be cheap, because I wouldn't need to pay it a salary. It's just a one-off fee. When they threw the doll, he couldn't resist. That was a she. It was a she couldn't resist. Fairly certain it was a woman who, Alright, here we go. Heroes, every one of them. Don't even need the detective from the crap A-team. B-team all the way. B-team in This Is the Police. B-team in Good Game. Name the sex doll Roy in memory, says Sunset Patches. Case closed, you were able to arrest all suspects. Good Lord, this is the best. End the day. As heroes, without a single failure, nothing but success, including solving other shifts' cases for them. I can't promote, you all get sex dolls. Sex dolls for everybody in the chat. Making it rain. Look at this team of friggin' just superheroes. And then look at the Zack Snyder superhero universe. Innie, Birch, Grant, Robbins. I don't think I've given Innie to anyone yet, have I? Innie, you can be Stretch. Okay. Excellent work. End the day. And I feel like that checkpoint is an excellent place to finish the stream. On the headlines, investigation into Francis Kedrick could resume, who fled on a plane with a new identity. Racist gangs run wild in the city. Second tower to be built in Freeburg. Excellent work, guys. That was fun. How cool is this game? This is a cool game. This is one of them cool games. Yeah, so this one comes out on the 28th. I mean, so far, this is a hearty recommend for me. I wonder how much it is. Should we look it up? Let's look up how much this is. And I'm wondering how long it is, because it said I have 180 days to make money. If so, that's a huge amount of game, because there's like a cutscene every single between every single day. We don't have a price yet. Your mission is clear. Make $500,000 in 180 days. Solve investigations. And yes, it is Johnson John doing the voice. Great game. Available on PC, I'm not sure where else. There's a Kickstarter. It's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Can we play this game again? McGillicuddy is on the case. So, can someone, before everybody leaves, can we, if I stream this again, so like next week we'll do some more Zero Time to Lever, but this one feels like a good one to return to. If I do this again, who's who? What I want to do is same people, different people. What I'm going to do is, so there we go. So the poll here is whether or not, if we play it again, we assign the same pocketeers to the same detectives. And if next time we play, if, you know, McGillicuddy is not big on dignity or whatever, or we reassign everybody, keeping in mind that people will die and we'll just assign them to new ones, like the new people we hire we'll give to new people as well. So if we do save and continue the legacy, like Sith Cat can never do it again because she was Roy and she died, and we'll sort of share it around like that. If we pick same people, can someone write down and send to me who was who? Can someone make a poll, like a list right here, so that we just have everyone's name? Would be amazing. Oh, but it's close. It's close. If we do new people for characters, can I please be SWAT? Well, we haven't assigned anyone to SWAT yet, I don't think so. Sith Cat, the dead stay dead. I feel like same people because the turnover is high. So, and I think it's fun having these people investigated in, like, having them invested in their characters. And then if they don't turn up for the stream, we'll just assign it to someone else. So if you miss the stream, you get assigned to something else. It is neck and neck voting at the moment. Okay, I'm closing the vote in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, closed. And the winner is 44 to 43, same people. So 51%. Same people, 44 votes to 43. So it's going to be the same people. Can someone make a list? We got to keep track of all these lists. By the way, red junks only if you want to do that. I don't want to make you do it. Like, you could just ask right here, and get people to list it up here. Yeah, but if you could, whoever does it, if you could tweet me a list, that would be fantastic. I realize I'm offsetting the work here, but it's just that I will never get around to it. Doesn't need to be for a few days, but I will, if someone makes a list, I will tweet out and say thanks very much for making one, so people don't do it themselves later on. And then also, while we're talking about it, to catch up for our Zero Time Dilemma streams, Red Jonks has made a sort of too long didn't read for what we've missed in Zero Time Dilemma as well. I'm just trying to find it actually. Red Junks, what's your Twitter handle? Is it 2Ks for the Junks or something? 2 Ns? There it is. Red Junks with 2 Ks. In case anyone, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm not going to see it there. I'm going to see it in tweets and replies. Yeah, and so Junks will tweet it out. Oh, this is so good, Junks. This is so good. I will share this document as well for previously on Zero Pocket Dilemma. Awesome. Any word on the Rocket League tournament? So that's the other thing. Oh my god, it's 5:15. Yes. When was that happening? When were we doing that? It was in August, right? It was celebrating a year since we played it on the show. So we're going to need to sort that out. Is Icy Mind Racer here? I did see her before. Is she still around? Stream will start at 3. Same as always. 3 Sydney time. What? Yeah, we got to organize this this Pocket League tournament. So it's in August. I got to figure out a format for it, and we'll just do a sort of like either Jared Campbell leave. I don't mean that, Jared. You can stay. You're allowed to think that a good game is a bad game. This is yeah. We'll either do a round robin or a Swiss format or a best of brackets, and we'll award some winner. Please don't do it the first week of August unless I can come play at the ABC. No, it won't be the first week because that's a little too soon. It'll be in a few weeks' time. It'll need to be. It'll probably be after the international. That's when we'll do it. We'll do it after the international. When we've all been disappointed that there's no more esports on because the Dota will be over, then we can do our own esports with the Rocket League. I cannot believe the international is in like 3 weeks' time, guys. 3 weeks' time. We've gone from Manila to that in such a short period of time. How fantastic. Nick, where do I send you the list of names? Just tweet them at me, Pineapple. Is it just going to be your name on every single character? Yeah, just tweet them at me. Cool. All right, good. Good. That's it. Commentate TI. Yeah, we're thinking about doing that. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. This was fun. This was really fun. Love these games where we can inject our own fun into them. So we'll be back with some Zero Time Dilemma next week. We'll be back with some This Is the Police, I think, as well, because this game was really fun. And then I've already got some other games as well. We could stream the rest of the year with just the games I have backed up, ready to go. They're all like puzzle, investigation, solving, story, mystery games. I find that these are my favorite games to stream. These sort of like puzzle through something, work with the chat to do stuff. I really love those sort of games. So we'll Time Dilemma it. This Is the Police it, and we'll a couple of other games it as well. and maybe we'll throw some Drawful in there. We'll have some Pocket League. We'll have some international. And also, while we're here, I need Ask Pockets. That's the last thing. I'm doing Ask Pocket tomorrow, so please tweet me your asks along with the list. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. This was so much fun. I really appreciate all of you hanging out and just being such an awesome community who I love. Please spread the word about Pocket. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. Tell your family. They're probably your enemies as well. We want as many people watching as possible and more people to join us here, so please let everybody know. Good Game Pocket is up. It's me and Goose today talking about disappointing our parents, and Ask Pocket tomorrow, and yeah, we're good. Alright, kisses, flowers, love hearts, smiley faces in the chat. I love you all so much. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you all next Tuesday live on Pocket. Alright guys, love you heaps, bye.